In the previous videos, we are just going through the chapter number 5, that is combustion and fossil fuel. In that, we have just completed the topic that is combustion, and we are just going through the topic that is fossil fuels. In that, we have just seen the different types of fossil fuel which are obtained from the nature. In that, we have just seen the renewable sources of energy and non-renewable sources of energy. So what is the renewable sources of energy means? It just we can use it again and non-renewable resources means we can't use it again. So over here we have just completed to the coal. Okay, in that we have seen the three types of coal. Now just moving further, that is coal was formed from the remains of plants that grew in warm humid swamps 300 to 400 million years ago. The process formation of coal is shown in the figure 5.6. Here you can see the figure is given in which how the coal is formed. See here I am just reading one by one. Huge forests grew 300 million years ago, covering most of the land. They died and their remains got buried in the swampy soil. Over time, this remains very covered with layers of sediments such as mud and sand. The vegetation died and formed peat. This peat was compressed to form lignite and further compressed resulted in the formation of bituminous coal. Eventually, anthracene was formed. Here you can see the step-by-step process is given, and then after you can see a flow chart is given in the next page. That is, in this flow chart, how the bituminous coal can be heated to a very high temperature in absence of air to obtain useful substance such as coke, coal tar and coal gas. Okay, so here I am just drawing that flow chart. So this coal, when just heated up, then we get three products. That is, in solid, that is, we have to heat this in absence of air. So in solid we get that is solid, that is coke. And in liquid we get that is coal tar. In liquid that is we get that is coal tar. Okay, and the another one in gas we get that is in gas we get that is coal gas. Coal gas. Okay. Now see here, from this bituminous coal when heated in absence of air. Okay, when this is heated in absence of air, then what we get? We get three products. One is solid, one is liquid, and another is gas. Okay, so in the solid, what we get? That is coke, and in liquid, what we get? That is coal tar, and in gas, that is coal gas. These three things are obtained when the bituminous coal is heated in absence of air. Okay, see here, they have given further. What is coke first of all? So it is a hard and dry fuel with very high carbon content. It is used as a fuel and in steel manufacture. So what is coke first of all? That I am just writing over here. It is hard and dry. Hard and dry fuel with high carbon content. Okay, high carbon content, and it is used as a fuel and in steel manufacture. Okay, this coke is used. And then after, the coal tar, what is it? So coal tar, that is, it is a thick, black and viscous liquid with unpleasant odor. It is used for improving the surface of roads in medicated shampoos, soaps, ointments, as fuels in industries, etc. So coal tar, that is it is a thick, black, viscous liquid, okay, with unpleasant odor. Means the odor, means the smell, we can't smell this because it is very dirty smell, so we can't smell, that is unpleasant odor. And it is used for what? It is used for improving the surface of road. Improving the surface of road. We know that if I say in Gujarati that in Damar road, what happens? They just, at last, what they do, they just spray a black color, which, what is it? It is a coal tar. What happens then after? They throw small sand particles over it, so when in the road there is small gaps are there, it will be filled with this sands and it will stick by the coal tar. Okay, so the road will improve. And then after, it is also used in shampoos, soaps and that all, and fuels in industry. I am just not writing that. And here, that is coal gas. So what is it? It is inflammable gas. It is an inflammable gas. Okay, and it is used as a domestic fuel till the development of natural gas. Till the development of natural gas. Okay, so this is coal tar and coal gas. So here, first of all, when the bituminous coal is heated in absence of air, then what we get? That is three products we get. That is, first is solid, another one is liquid, and the another third one, that is gas. These three products we get. Okay, students. And then after, what is it? In the solid it is coke, in liquid it is coal tar, and in gas it is coal gas. Okay, students. So here coke means, what is coke? It is a hard and dry fuel with high carbon content. This is coke is a high, it is contains the high carbon. Okay, the carbon percentage is more in the coke. And then after, used as fuel and in steel manufacture. Means this is also used in fuel and also for the manufacture of the steel. And then after, coal tar. So what is coal tar? That is, it is a thick, black, viscous liquid used for improving the surface of road. That I have given you example, when the new roads are just making, in that at last they just spray and then after they just throw a small sand particles over it, so that when there is more gap, it will fill with it and stick over there. Okay, then after that is gas, that is coal gas, that is it is an inflammable gas. It is used as a domestic fuel till the development of the natural gas. Okay, so these are the things. And thus moving further, here it is petroleum and natural gas, our new topic. That is, let us do that. Petroleum and natural gas. So here, petroleum and natural gas. Petroleum and natural gas. Natural gas. Okay. Here, what is it? Let us see. Petroleum and natural gas were formed from the remaining of the tiny marine organisms that died millions of years ago. The process of formation petrol and natural gas is shown in the figure 5.8. Here you can see layer of dead organisms. In this, you can see in the figure 5.8 formation of petroleum and natural gas, how it is formed. That is, tiny marine organisms died and settled on the ocean floor. Means we know that when the animals died, they are on the floor on the land, and in that way the aquatic animals which just died, means marine animals which just died, they are at the bottom of the ocean level, and there are okay. And then after, tiny marine organisms died at the settle on ocean floor. And second, that is, over time this layer of dead organisms was covered beneath sediments. Means then after, the sediments will cover that layer. And then after, third, that is, petroleum and natural gases formed. That is, enormous heat and pressure transform this remains to petroleum and natural gas. And then after, when the sediments settle over up, and then after they will start some of the reaction, and what they will do, they will just form the petroleum and natural gas, and then after they are extracted from that. That is, fourth one, rise through porous rocks such as sandstone. Petroleum and natural gas reach a layer of impermeable rocks and were trapped below it. And then after, when there is rock or anything else, they will just go over there. And after this, nowadays there is some of the devices by which we can just see that, or can we know that here is petroleum and natural gas or not. And then after, we can extract that from it. And then after, here, this is comes towards the extraction and refining of petroleum. This you can see a chart which is given over here. So what happens in this? Okay, let us see that. Okay, here the next topic, that is extraction and refining of petroleum. Extraction and refining of petroleum. So how it is done? First of all, I am just making the figure. You can see I can't make the perfect figure. Okay, I am just making a small figure, and I will try to draw that. Okay, I am just showing this is another marker only. here the temperature is below 40 degree. Here it is 40 to 170 degree Celsius, and you can see here this like structure is given, and then after it is over here. Here it is about 170 to 250 degree Celsius, and here it is 250 degree to 350 degree Celsius, and from here there is another one. The between is known as the trace. Okay, students. Then after over here the another one is there. Here the temperature is 350 degree to 400 degree Celsius. Okay, then after over here these are the outlets. Okay, students, these are the outlets. Then after over here there is another. Okay, this is like a structure over here, and here are another tray. This is another tray, and here is also another tray. Okay, then here, see here, first of all, the between this are the tray, and then after here is the inlet, that is hot petroleum. Okay, then after from here what is extracted, that is petroleum gas. Petroleum gas is extracted from here. Then after from here petrol is extracted. Petrol, and here from that is kerosene. From here that is diesel. From here there is fuel, and here is given, and then after lubricant oil. From here lubricating oil. So here this is the extraction and the refining of the petroleum which is given. Here I haven't drawn the perfect figure, but I have just tried to draw that perfectly. So here you can see from here the hot petroleum is just inlet. This is the inlet, and from that the hot petroleum is given over here, and then after it will just travels to this many things. Means the which is settled over here, that is what fuel, and when which is settled over here, they will come over here. In that way, this will first of all go here, then after here, and here. So at last, what we will get, that is petroleum gas, and after that, where there is 40 to 70 degrees Celsius, that is petrol. Then after 170 to 250 degrees, that is we get, that is kerosene, and 250 to 350, that is diesel, and here 350 to 400, that is fuel. So which things are used where? It is given over here, that is petroleum gas used for domestic fuel in the liquefied form, that is LPG. From here petroleum gas, that is LPG, is taken out, and then after here petrol. We know that petrol is used for what? The vehicles and some of the automobiles, and in drying, cleaning. Kerosene, it is used for using fuels in lamp and stoves, and also jet fuels. The white kerosene is used for the jet fuels. Then after diesel, we know that diesel is used as a fuel in heavy motor vehicles and generators. And then after fuels, that is for power station and ships. And here the lubricant oil that is used for lubrication, paraffin wax used in candles, ointments, Vaseline, etc. And asphalt that is used for making roads. Okay, so this is the thing I am just reading and explaining it again. Petroleum and natural gas are extracted by the drilling wells on the land as well as in the sea. Petroleum is a mixture of different hydrocarbons. Petroleum can be separated into many useful products or fractions by a process called refining of petrol, which is done in the oil refineries. The refineries or separation of petroleum is done by the fractional distillation. A fractional column is used which is tall cylindrical structure fitted with the horizontal plates or trays. It at different heights petroleum is heated up to 400 degrees Celsius to evaporate before introducing into the fraction columns. Then as the vapor moves up through the column, each fraction cools and condenses at a different temperature and gets collected in the trays present at the high. Uncondensed hydrocarbon fuels pass out the column. The main product obtained are shown in the figure 5.8. So what happens? From here, when the fuel is inletted, then it is above 400 degrees Celsius. When the hot petroleum is inletted, then it is above 400 degrees Celsius. And then after, as you can see here, the temperature is maintained over here. So what they do from the gas, it is liquefied. Okay, from the petroleum gas which is formed, it is by tray it is liquefied. So these first of all the lubricants oil is formed, then after fuels formed, then after diesel, kerosene, petrol, and at last petroleum gas which is like LPG and that also. So different temperature, different things are formed. Okay, but we have to just put a hot petroleum above 400 degrees Celsius, and then after here you can see we have to just maintain the temperature which is given over here. So we will get these things, mainly these things. Also some of the side products are given. Further these all the things are I think refined, and then after we are using it. Okay, moving further, you can see natural gas consists mainly of methane. It has the following main uses. So here when the natural gas are formed, then it is used as fuel for the generation of the electricity. Compressed natural gas, that is CNG, is natural gas compressed under high pressure. It is used as fuels in automobiles as it is more economical and environmental friendly than petrol and diesel. Piped natural gas, that is PNG, is supplied to homes through a pipeline network and it is used as domestic fuel. It is used for the synthesis of hydrogen and ammonia. It is used in the production of the synthetic fabrics, plastines, paints, etc. Okay, these things natural gas is used. Okay, students, and moving further, but I think we do not have enough time. Okay, so in your homework, what you will do is in your homework, you just read and write. Read and write the extraction and refining of petroleum with diagram. Okay, you have to read and write the extraction of refining of petroleum with diagram. Okay, students, you have to draw this proper diagram using scale and all the things. I haven't that, so I have just drawn by the hand. That much I have draw. You have to just draw it clear, neat and clear. Okay, students, we will meet in the next video. Bye, students.